Alright, let's talk about smoking marijuana. I've said a lot of negative things about smoking marijuana. I want to make a couple things clear. There are some people who can't keep down food. And nauseous all the time because of the medication they take. They're not likely going to ingest by eating or drinking marijuana. They're throwing it up already. Everything in their stomach is throwing up. They can't keep food down. They're not going to be eating marijuana. It's not going to help anything. My stomach gets a little sick sometimes when I eat marijuana. Sick sometimes. Anyway, my point is that those folks have got to smoke. So anything I say about smoking being unhealthy, all that kind of stuff, it's unhealthy for me. I don't need to smoke marijuana. Now, I got to tell you, I enjoy hoots, same as the next guy. But with medical marijuana, I'm trying to do something very different. There is another way of ingesting marijuana that I haven't talked about at all, and it's a way that's worth talking about. It's called vaporization. This here is a volcano. That's the name of the company that makes this vaporization. I paid about it was over $500 for this thing. It's a ceramic heater in it. It's a variable heat control. You can digitalize the heat control, the fan control. Everything's here. There's a little, basically it's a pot or a pipe or something, whatever you want to call it, a vessel that sits on top of here in the air, and you turn on the fan, blows air out, and you have a bag, and it fills up the bag, and you may have seen it on TV. These are the vaporizers of the TVs. Good unit. Really good unit. Really expensive. Makes a great big bag. I, of course, made a bigger bag. It's just too much damn vapor. I can't take a whole bag of vapor. So I find that it has very much the same type of problems in my lungs that I do when I'm smoking. That's only because of my lungs. I was a smoker. I haven't smoked for many years. So my lungs are a little bit subpar. Anyway, another thing about that is you went through an awful lot of weed with the volcano. I did anyway. And I was probably doing it wrong. It's not like you can go down to your local government shop, buy a volcano, and ask them to show you how to do it. This is the problem. The government yaps off its mouth all the time and never has any action to back it up. You shouldn't be smoking marijuana. Oh yeah, well, show us another way of doing it, because this is medicine. The courts have said you can't dick around with this. You got to give these guys medicine. So the courts have said. This is another vaporizer. It's a different little unit. It's only $150, something like that. So low tight, low light, low light. Low flight? I can't read the words on the side of it. Anyway, it's a beautiful unit. Your marijuana goes right here. And it heats up. It's run by butane. It heats up, and you can, I don't know if you can see the marijuana, you can catch how dark it is. That marijuana has been completely de-vaped, if you will. All the oils in that marijuana. There's nothing there. You see? There's nothing there. And you'll notice, too, there's no carbon there. There's no burning there. Nothing's been burned there. It's been dried out a lot. I do remember. This was some really nice kush. A friend of mine gave me. And, yeah, I kept... Anyway. This is a really good way of ingesting weed. It's nowhere near as bad, or as hard on me, I should say, as the smoking it is. This is a good way. Anyway, so I just thought I'd mention that. Take a look at vaporization as an alternative method, especially if you're one of these poor fuckers who can't keep the goddamn shit down. Smoke the shit. If you gotta smoke the shit to do it, smoke the shit to do it. If you don't have to smoke the shit, try to stop smoking it. It's bad for you. You're putting stuff in your lungs. Even with a vaporizer, you're putting shit in your lungs. It can't be good for you. Anyway, so, yeah, I think when you're eating marijuana or drinking marijuana, you're going to find that there's not a hell of a lot about it that harms you as you eat a pound or something like that. Anyway, thanks very much.